All right. Can you guys hear me? You can type yes in the chat. If you guys do want to speak, you can go to in the description. Actually, I'll post it in the chat. Hold on. If you want to talk, you can join this Zoom link. I'm just testing this out to see how this works, since you can't speak otherwise on YouTube Live. It might be a little delayed compared to if you hear me on Zoom versus YouTube. But again, we'll try it out. We'll see how it goes. So if you do want to speak instead of just type, you can join that Zoom link. Just mute me on. Actually, I'm muted on. I'm not muted on Zoom. I'm gonna mute myself on Zoom, and then you can only hear me from one source, so you're not getting me doubled. Let me know if that helped, Leo, since you're already in the Zoom.
Yeah, that helped.
Cool. All right. So I'm gonna mute myself on Zoom, and I'll stay live here, so it'll be a little better. Give people 3 more minutes to come in, and we'll start from there. And whoever is on YouTube, YouTube is crazy echo. Hold on. Let me see how I sound. All right, testing. Sounds fine. Is it like echoey in the sense of like I sound like I'm in an open space? Or is it like doubling up? On Discord, interesting. I'm not streaming on Discord, so there shouldn't be anything coming from Discord. If you're on the Zoom, then yeah, you have to, excuse me, excuse me. Oh, gotcha. That makes sense. Cool. Let's see. Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, we'll give it 2 more minutes and then we'll start. I'll say this again in a few moments when everybody else starts. But for those who are new here, basically, I'm going to go over my trades, some that I took, some that I didn't take, and then I'll go over any trades that you guys took, and then we'll go from there, and then we'll wrap up. Give it another minute. Let some other people come in, and then we'll go from there. I might have to leave Tesla alone now that NVIDIA is pretty cheap. Although Tesla did move okay today, I didn't trade it. I traded NVIDIA instead. Tesla's kind of just been in this range for a while between these BFs and kind of just chopping back and forth. There's like 1,000,003 candles on the 4-hour time frame, which is annoying, but you know, it is what it is. All right, whoever's not here, we'll catch a replay. Whoever is here, let me share my screen real quick. Let's do screen number 2. Let me know if you guys can see my screen and and if you can hear me okay. Jeez. All right, I'm alive. Cool. So yeah, let me know if you guys can see my screen. All right, perfect. Sweet. All right, so for those who are new here, my name is Advent. I am not a financial advisor, and this is solely for educational purposes. Trading does have its risks, so please do your research before you engage in trading. For those who are new here, like I mentioned, I usually have these like once or twice a week, just going over my trades, going over other people's trades, things like that. So we can just learn together and, see what happened in the market. So pretty much today, I took a few trades on YM. Some setups that I took. Excuse me. I need to clear my throat later. Anyway, so some trades I can speak on futures, some I can't, because the strategy that I use, besides like the trade models that I've shown you guys, legally can't speak about. Anyway, so today on YM, this is the 2 minute. There we go. So I took some trades off of fibs, but again, I can't speak on that. Let me zoom in here real quick. Actually, let's go to trading view, so it's a little easier. Going to YM. Actually, I can't do it because I'm not paying for trading view. All right, Thinkorswim it is. All right, it was cool. There we go. All right, so I took a trade around here. Actually, I took a trade around up here for a short. I won that trade. The second trade that I took, I lost it, but that was my fault because I wasn't paying attention properly to the to what I was seeing on the 2 minute. So as we can see here, we have a W set up, of course. Yeah, so I can't speak on it because it's from somebody else's course and I signed an NDA, so I cannot speak at all about it. Unless you guys want to pay for my legal fees, then hey, we can talk about it all night. But anyway, so I took a trade over here for a short, and then I took another short here based off the other strategy, but that was my fault. Normally, I wouldn't take a short when I see a strong move, but my mistake was not understanding what was happening. I just overlooked it. So obviously, we get the low, we get the retracement, then we get the higher low, and then it reverses back up. And this strong candle formed, and I went short about 38771, and then it stopped me out, and then it kept on going higher. Now, once I realized, cool, we have a W setup, I should have went long here instead. But I didn't really pay attention to that because I don't take the W trades on the 2 minute. I take them on the 5 minute and higher. So I wasn't really thinking in the sense of like, this is potentially going to be a W, which ended up happening. So let's zoom out here real quick. There we go. So where I entered in after the W, since I had to get on some calls, I drew my, hold on, actually. One moment, let me stop screen sharing since I need to adjust something. Just got to draw some fibs, but I got to take away some stuff. All right, that goes there. And let's get rid of all of these. Cool. All right. This is YM. This is the Dow Jones Industrial Futures. So for YM, once we form the W, we're going to draw our fib tool from the bottom of the W, bottom right, to the highest point before it reversed. In this case, for me, once the W is completed, I'm not going to draw the the fib tool over here because I need to see the W complete first, which it completed once it hit this this high. So if you got in here at 387, what was that 38759? You got a good was like 650, yeah, about 53 points at the max target. First target was about 30 points, which is fantastic. However, since I missed the initial entry, I drew these fibs here. And like I mentioned, if the 50 fib matches up with the center of the W, I'm going to put a buy limit order there. And then it went all the way back here at 114. And you can see that it entered us in right here and it kept on shooting up. Now, to be transparent, and again, I'm taking responsibility because this was on me. I can't blame anybody but myself, even though I wanted to. So I had my buy order sitting here, and then I went for lunch, and then I was just doing something else, and then I got an important phone call that I was waiting for all day, and it happened to be when this candle triggered me in. So since I needed to have all my attention on the call that I was on, I took the trade off. And I was up like $80 or like $80, and I just took it off right away because I couldn't pay attention to the trade. And I was very upset when in 6 minutes it pretty much went it went to my target at 30 points away. But in this case, it went 50 points away. So that was an easy $250 in about 8 minutes. So I was a little salty, to say the least. But again, it was my fault. I cannot blame anybody else because I'm the one who got myself out of the trade. So always remember to take responsibility for your actions, especially when it comes to trading. Yeah, exactly. Although what I would say, boss, is that I did have my take profit and stop loss like ready to go. So I could literally just walked away and let it do its thing. But since it triggered me in and then I came back to my computer, I'm like, let me just take it off and just do nothing. But again, it is what it is. There'll be other setups. Now, when did I draw this? I was at 10:55. This was, basically, this was a W on the 5-minute as well. But on the 2-minute, we got in way earlier at 38,759. On here, you would have gotten in about 20 points later. So if you took the 5-minute W, you would have entered in right here at 38780. Your first target would have been 10 points away, and then the second target would have been about, what is this, 80, about 34 points away. Not bad. However, and even the same thing. So you got the retracement off the W on the 5-minute that would have filled you into the tick and just kept on running up. I'm glad I didn't stay on the chart because I would have been super upset if I saw this move. But hey, it is what it is. It'll happen again. This setup happens at least once or twice a week. You just have to be there to catch it. So, that's pretty much what I took futures wise. Like I mentioned on the class yesterday, for those who didn't attend the Trader Circle on my YouTube, I got posted about 2 hours ago, so definitely check that out. A lot of great questions were asked. So let me adjust this real quick. So for those who were there yesterday that saw me talk about the tweezer model, the tweezer model is an even earlier entry than the W. So it goes tweezer into the W retracement. So there's 3 different times you can enter in on this trade, or this, like the sequence of the trades. So let's see. So that's going to go there, and then this is going to go. This one's going to go here. Cool. So we have even though I would have wanted this candle to be a little higher, but I'll accept it. Draw the low here until it reversed up, and then the high until it reversed back down. And then draw your fib. You enter in on the 70 fib, which is this yellow line. And then your stop loss is 30 points, which would have been 731. Well, I probably would have put it under this low myself, but would have been down here, your stop loss, and then you would take profit every 30 points that it goes in your favor. So you would have entered in here at 61, and then you would have taken your first profit target at 91, which is up here, and then 3820, which would have been there, and then 3850, which would have been on this candle. So even that trade, if you got on the tweezer model, that would have worked as well. But yeah, it's pretty much all I saw on YM today, besides the other stuff that I can't speak on. Options wise, I didn't trade Tesla. What I'm probably going to do for the watch list, now that NVIDIA is cheaper, I'm going to start trading NVIDIA a lot more, probably as much as I trade Tesla. So I'm going to start adding like targets and stuff like that for NVIDIA as well. I'll probably limit it to like 2 or 3 targets because I don't want to type so much. Being transparent, I'm human. I can be lazy sometimes. So for NVIDIA today, how did you choose your targets on the future plays? So what I do, Ro, when I'm like back testing these specific setups, I always see, all right, what is the average amount that it goes against me, and what is the average amount that it goes for me, right? So generally for the tweezer model, the W, the retracement, all that, they usually give 30 to 50 points minimum. So I'm like, all right, if it's going to give me that amount minimum, then let me start taking profit around those levels, or, at that amount of points. So for these specific setups, I'll take profit every 30 points. And generally, my max target is 100, since they usually give 100 points, as we can see here, or more. But generally, I just back tested it, and then I'm like, all right, on average, it'll at least give me this much, and it'll lose me this much if it does go against me. And then I just got my numbers from there. Like for NVIDIA, before the split, I would take profit every $5, because I would notice for certain setups, when I take the strat setups, it would go $5, $7, and then it'll reverse. So on top of the strat targets and whatever other targets I have, I would, what do you call it? I would just take profit as well every $5, so it doesn't, reverse against me and stuff like that. So let me know if that answered your question. Cool. All right. So for NVIDIA today, all I traded today was puts. I was too busy focusing on futures to catch the 3 up. But I took shorts right here. Oh, wait. Mike, I'm going to mute you. Yeah, there you go. All right, cool. Because it was like doubling up the sound. Let's go back here. So for NVIDIA, I took shorts. As soon as it triggered, I market bought the puts. I got in at I did the 118.50 put, and I paid what? $244, I think it was, and then I got out around 3.40 or 3.30. So that was a good trade. So NVIDIA wise, it triggered down, hit the first strat target down here. So you would have entered as soon as it broke this candle. Your first target was here. My first target was in between. So I got in at 119.34-ish, and then I took profit, my first target at around 118.70, 118.60, and then my other contract, I took it off here. And then From there, it kept on dying down a little bit, and then it reversed and triggered 3 up. So if you did miss the short, you could have taken the 3 up as well, and that would have been a winning trade. Very nice. Yeah, so that's all I did today, options and futures wise. Nothing much really. When I trade, I try to do 2 or 3 tickers maximum, but usually just 2. Also, something that I want to share with you guys that I learned that I should have known about this a million years ago. I don't use volume, so to me it's just wasting space on my chart. So what I didn't know is that the volume, this little graph thing here, how it brings up the volume thing down here, I hate that because, again, I don't use it, and it's just taking up more chart space that I can be using. So if you ever don't want it on your screen, click on the little gear or sun icon, go to whatever instrument you're on, equities, options, futures, whatever. I'm on futures, so you can turn that off. Boom, done. Easy peasy. Another thing, I switched up my grid or like my layout when I'm trading. So what I do now is I have my 3 time frames up. I have the 5-minute, and then I'll switch to the 15-minute if I'm looking for a TTO. I have my 1 hour, and then I have the 4 hour, and then I'll go on the daily. Like I'll switch really quickly if I need to. And then on the bottom right, I have the option contract. So I can see what the option contract is doing alongside the price of the stock. So that way you can even manage your option contract on the screen here while you're looking at the price of the stock, or however you want to set up your chart. This is just how I just updated mine today, just to be a little more efficient. So I have in the little color icons here, like next to the ticker symbol for whoever uses Thinkorswim, I have, so the one red is for just, the stock that I'm looking at. Blue is for the actual contract. And then I keep futures on green, which is 4. So they're separated. And then, that helps in organizing everything. So if I want to look at, let's say, Tesla, they'll all switch to Tesla right away, as opposed to me doing one by one. So super convenient. And if you want to know how to send it like to a specific color, so let's say for right now I have the NVDA put that I took today. Let's say I want to send a call to that box. You can go to the options chain, right click, send, and then you just send it to whatever color you want. So in this case, I have it on blue for the option contract, send that. And now instead of the put, I have the call on my screen. Cool. Anyway, just wanted to share that. I thought it was very, very efficient. So any trades that you guys took that you want to go over? And if you want to speak,
I have a trade, but
that
I'm looking to take tomorrow.
Say that again.
Is that okay?
Sorry, say that again, Leo.
I'm looking for a trade to take tomorrow.
For tomorrow, for that we'll do it in the group, not in the not on the live.
Oh, for sure.
IWM. Let's see, IWM. All right, let's see. Did you do calls or puts, Kia? Calls. What time frame did you enter in on? $5-minute. What time did you enter? During the day. Around 10 a.m. So that was around here. Yeah, it would have been around here. Not bad, and you caught most of this move up. And then again at 140, which is, looks like on this 2-1-2 up or the 2-2 up. Really quickly, I want to go over broadening formations like I told you guys. Broadening formations are telling us where price wants to go. So you literally could have gotten this continuation of this 2-1-2 up off this broadening formation, and you could have held it all the way until it hit that target. I wouldn't have done that, but you know, my max target would have been up there. So if I had like 3 contracts, I would trim it every few, you know, whatever my targets are, and then my max target would have been up there. So you can see how it perfectly rejected off that level, that BF, once it hit it, once it reversed off of it. Draw your broadening formations. They help a lot. So you got in around here, and then you got out around, like around this candle there, like, yeah, like around this area. That's not bad. That's 200, around $200 you got in. $1 and change on IWM, that's at least 50% on the position, I bet. $200%. Okay, look at you, Miss IWM. Congratulations. Fantastic job on that trade. Yeah, Mike. IWM is an ETF. So RTY is the futures of IWM, but this is just the ETF version. 200%. Fantastic job. Remember, y'all, this is simple stuff. You don't want to overcomplicate it. Just get into the trade, you know, get your targets and execute accordingly. Great work, Kia. Any other trades you guys want me to go over? Well, we'll actually do, Leo, since after I finish the trade recap, I want to...
Can we go over the trade I made today?
Yeah, we'll go over that, and we'll also go over the trade that you were mentioning earlier. Just because when I'm done with the recap with everybody, I'm going to draw the broadening formations on NVIDIA since the chart changed. And you guys are welcome to stay. I'll keep on recording while I'm doing that. So let's go over the trade you took today, Leo, and then we'll look at the one that you're looking at tomorrow. One-time exception, since people need to be in the group to go over future trades.
Sure. I took it for sure.
So it was on SPY?
For sure. At 7:58, yes.
That was your time, right?
And a 2-2 up, yes.
On what time frame?
The 1 hour.
1 hour. And you took that at 7 what again?
58.
Nice. So pretty much on this candle you got in 7:58. Yeah, on this candle you got in, because that's like 10:50 something our time. Not bad. And it kind of just kept on going straight up. It did hit the first strat target right here. Assuming, you know, somebody did stay in that trade, it also hit the second target up here. It didn't quite hit the next targets, but hit 2 targets. Very, very nice. Very nice on that trade. Were you nervous when you got in?
Yes. Not really, because I seen the hammer. I was really confident because of the hammer.
Yep, the actionable signal. Yep. I'm sure there's probably a broader information somewhere there that would have given you even more confluence for the trade. And what are you looking at tomorrow? Actually, hold on. Before we go into that, did you follow
I'm looking
your trade plan?
Okay. Yes.
Perfect. Great job. Cool. Also, for those who are watching the recording or even here live, YouTube is a little delayed, so he's like speaking to me a little delayed on the Zoom. So if you hear like pauses between us talking, cool. So what are you looking at for tomorrow?
I'm looking for a SPY call at 5:35.72 entry on the 1 hour because it's coming off a hammer.
Yep. Yeah, we have a nice Momo hammer setup right here.
And I don't know if these contracts are good to buy. I'm trying to buy the SPY 539 call 612.
539. So something to keep in mind really quickly about this trade. If you get in on the 1 hour, you're getting in a little early. So you may not want to size in fully. You might want to use like half size because the 1 hour is going to trigger. The 4 hour triggers here. So if it triggers the 1 hour but doesn't trigger the 4 hour, it can just come back and reverse. So I would, if I was taking this trade on the 1 hour, instead of waiting for the 4 hour trigger, I would use half size for this trade.
Sure, for sure.
And then I have these as targets. And then the 539 call, it'll be 1 DTE tomorrow. So I wouldn't do 539. That's $4 away. SPY moves about $4 or $5. You want to go $2 away, or I would go $2 away. So, for tomorrow, no, not this one. It's 2 DTE. Tomorrow it'll be 1 DTE. Oh, whoops. No, yeah, it would be. Yeah, tomorrow it'll turn into 1 DTE. All right, cool. My brain turned off for a sec. 539 call. I'll do a 538 personally. It'll probably be a little less value because the theta overnight. The 539 is a little far away based on its ATR. So I would personally do 538. That's the furthest I would go away. All right, let's see. But yeah, looks good to me, I would say. Let's see. So the daily is inside, and the 4 hour and the daily are going to trigger a move up. So if the 1 hour triggers and then the 4 hour triggers, it'll also be a multi-time frame break where multiple time frames are going long at the same time. So that'll be a good one. Time continuity is there, so we just have to wait and see what happens. Yeah, Ro, I use half its ATR for strike prices, like maximum. So if the ATR is, let's say, 10, the maximum that I would go furthest from the price is half its ATR. Cool. Any other questions or any other trades that you guys want to go over? Any trades you want to go over, Mike? Is this for day trading? Would you go further out on a strike price for a swing? If I'm swinging, I might like use like, so this is what I would do for swinging, right? So let's just say I'm looking at SPY on the weekly for the, well, we're at all-time high, so I can't really use that as an example. What was that one stock that died? Was it Shopify? Was it Shopify? I think, I'm not sure if you were there, Ro. We had like a trade recap in the Discord, and there was like a stock that got obliterated. There was like a huge gap. Maybe it was Shopify. And some people were swinging it. It was Shopify. Here we go. All right, I found it. So Shopify, we have a dirty W here. If I were going to swing this, I would enter 58. Its ATR is about $2. My strike price will probably be 60 or like 62, because if it's 60, once it hits my first target, I'm already going to be in the money, and I'm going to be collecting more premium to the contract. It's going to be worth more. So in this case, I would either do 62 or actually, let me see the contract. I haven't traded Shopify in a while. So for the calls, well, let's pretend it was $2 away. So yeah, the calls will probably be like $100 to $150, $200, depending on how far out you go. Yeah, you can go like $2 to $3 away, or at least I would, for this specific setup here. And it looks like it just completed a W today. Beautiful. Once it hit this level. Well, whoever was on that call with me a week or two ago or whenever it was, I hope you're taking profit, and that trade better not go red. Cool. All right. Any other questions or trades that you guys want me to go over? If not, then you guys can hang out with me. I'm going to draw all my broadening formations on NVIDIA from the yearly all the way down to the daily. So if you don't know how to draw them, this is a good opportunity to learn, or to see it rather. All right, looks like we're good. Oh, wait. You did a 312 on ES and YM. Was it 312 down? I think for YM you did 312 down, right? For ES, it was a 322 down, not a 312 down. Unless you had extended hours, then it might have been a 312 down. Let's see, for YM, in the 4 hour, yeah, YM did a 312 down, so that one was good. You would have entered in right here. First target was down there. And of course, you could have taken some more off over there when it kept on going lower. So good stuff. Nice trade. All right, cool. Oh, ES was long. Let's see. So did you take what, the 2 down, 2 up in the evening, or did you get it on another time frame for the 312 on ES? All right, so let's draw our favorite lines that nobody likes to do, but you got to do it. All right, so we're going to do NVIDIA. Let's do so I'm going to start from the yearly. And let's see. Is that a 3 candle? Is that a 1? It's a 1. All right, there's no 3s on the yearly, so I'm going to skip that. Let's go to the quarterly. All right, where's my line tool? The 15-minute? All right, let's check the 15-minute real quick on ES, and then we'll come back to drawing the BFs on NVIDIA. What time did you get into the trade? I'm not seeing any 312s. I'm seeing a 212 and then another 212, a 3-2, a 212, and then a 3-1 at the end of the day, but there was no candle to trigger you, so let's check the 1 hour. The 1 hour didn't have it. 30-minute maybe. 30-minute had a 312, but nothing happened. It would have been a loss if you took a short. There was 312s on the 1 minute, or 3112. Nice. But yeah, the 15, I don't see any 312s. All right, back to NVIDIA. Let's go to the quarterly. All right, I got my line tool. Your thinkorswim won't open. I hate when that happens. Remember, while you're drawing your trend lines, to mark off the name or the time frame you draw it on, because once you draw all these lines, they're going to get lost. And you want to make sure that you know from where you're drawing it to and from, time frame wise. Sir, please. And that should be there. And once you know how to draw the broadening formations, you can knock them out super quick. Like this will probably take me like 10, 15 minutes to finish up. But if you're doing it for the first time, it'll take you a while. So we're doing this to there. Oh, this is a great example. Somebody asked me a question the other day when I had the broadening formation class. If there's 3 back-to-back 3s, what do you do? You know, do you still draw the broadening formation from the 3 to the 3? And the answer is yes. It doesn't matter what the candle is behind it. Whatever the highest high is or whatever the lowest low is, that's what you're going to be doing. So it doesn't matter if it's a 3, if it's a 2, if it's a 1, it doesn't matter. In this case, it just happens to be a 3 right behind it with the lowest low and the highest high. Hold on, let me zoom in here. The low of this candle, 48 cents, 47. All right, cool. Whoops, did I do that correctly? $48. Oh no, actually, it wouldn't be this candle. It would be this one. Whoops, I read those prices wrong, or reverse. All right, quarterly is done. Yep, quarterly's done. Are there any more three? Oh, there's a big three candle right here. And then from here to there. And then we have another three. What's this high? They're 1473. All right, quarterly's done. Let's go to the monthly. How many? No, max available. Ah, my favorite part. All right, the next three candle was there. And you want to make sure if you're drawing your broadening formations on Thinkorswim that you have your snap drawings to OHLC so it can snap to the wicks or the bodies. You know, you don't want to like manually try to, connect it and like do surgery. Just let the system do it for you. This three, what is this? 42 cents, 42 cents. I guess this will be like a straight line. If I do it, we'll accept that. It's at a slight angle to the upside, so it's still good. If you get one that's like straight down, you can skip it if you want. I'll just draw it anyway. Then what's the low from here? 7 cents, 8 cents. Yeah, any one of these candles is fine. All right, we got a few threes here. Actually, hold on. The high of this candle is 22 cents. This is 21 cents. So we would draw it to this candle back there. And then the low is 17 cents. So it'll be this one. And remember, if you're doing on Thinkorswim, if you look at the little box that comes up, if the angle is negative, which is the bottom line, that means it's at an angle. Always keep that in mind. If it's positive for a lower BF, that's incorrect. That's a trend line. So here we can see, even though it looks like a straight line, the angle is positive 1.21 degrees. So that's still at a slight angle that we can accept. All right, and I lost where I was. All right, I'm over here. So this would be that line. Like this line here is like a straight line down. Like you can just ignore it if you want, but I'll draw it anyway. And we'll do this there. If your screen looks like a spider web, you're drawing it correctly. Always remember that. All right, let's see. Where's the next 3 candles? Why is this frozen? All right, let's find out where I was at. All right, I drew these. All right, here we go. I was on this one. Your screen will probably start getting laggy the more lines you have on the chart. So keep that in mind. Yeah, it's like it's lagging a bit. I might need to just zoom in. Well, I'm streaming as well, so that's probably why it's lagging a little bit. We'll do this. If you guys have any questions that pop up, feel free to ask as I'm doing this. Mikey, how long did it take you to do the BFs on YM?
I have a question. So it doesn't have to be from the 3 to the candle before it. It could be from the 3 to a candle below a level.
Yeah, remember, we're getting the highest high in the range. So if I look to the left of this 3 candle, which is the higher candle? The one before it or the one up here? So we're always gonna
the one you're pointing at right now.
Yep. Yeah. So it's always gonna be the candle. So in some cases, so this 3 candle here, if I look to the left, I'm gonna do it the one right before it, because there are no other candles that are inside of the range of the 3. This candle's below the 3, so I don't look at anything else to the left for the bottom BF. This is the only candle that's inside of the 3, behind it, and this is the lowest point. So I would connect that. And like this candle here, you know, same thing.
That makes a lot of sense. Thank you.
Of course. course. And I know, and there's people who draw from right behind it. Yeah, you know, that works too. But this is just the way that I was taught. Uh, 48, 48, 47. All right, any of these candles will be fine. All right, what year? We're on 2015, almost there. The monthly is always the most annoying since I do it from the beginning the stock was created. 51. The weekly, I only go back 2 years. And the daily, I only go back like 2 months. Because I'm not going to be here drawing a billion lines from the beginning the stock was created on the weekly or the daily. I just do that for the monthly. Let's do that there. Also, remember to blink while you're doing this. Let's see, that's the low. What's that? 440, 451, 443. This is the lowest low right there. Did I draw the top one? Yes. Oh, look, a W on the monthly. How nice. All right. Yeah, you always want to blink when you're trading. And if you don't blink, that can be a sign that you may be getting emotional when you start like hyper focusing on the chart. So if you catch yourself stop like that, you stop blinking, pay attention to that. That could be like the first sign. Because, you know, before you get emotional, your body physically has symptoms. For me, same thing. I stop blinking. I start gripping my mouse tight. That's how I know I'm getting emotional. Then I got to step away. The last, like, if I like miss those cues that my body goes through, the way I know for a fact I'm about to get emotional and I need to like get off the computer ASAP is when I start sweating. When I start sweating, I already know. I immediately close my laptop screen and go for a walk outside and do my breathing practices to calm back down. Yes, sir. Add that to the rule list. All right, we're almost done. We are on 2023. All right, the monthly is done. Time to go to the weekly, and we're going to go back 2 years only. All right, we got a 3 candle. Whoops. Got a 3 candle there. Weekly. Copy. Huh. What's the lowest low here? This is the lowest low. All right, let's see. 2305, 2389. Mike, you still in here? If you are, somebody hit me up today as well to add wow, what is it? YM to my watch list. So I'll be adding that permanently to the watch list moving forward as well. So everybody can have fun. Everybody has ES now, NQ, and YM. RTY, nobody's hit me up for that, so I'm not going to add it anytime soon. And whoever is here, whatever group you're from that I support, or if you're in my group, if you want me to add something to the watch list, you just need to let me know before 6 p.m. Eastern, so I remember to add it. If you ping me in the chat and I don't respond, just send me a DM because it can get lost in the chat with all the notifications. I support like 7 or 8 other groups besides mine that I manage, so I get a lot of notifications. I draw this one. No, that's the quarterly. Oh, I missed these two. All right, we are in 2024, almost done. Just got to do the daily next, and we are good. All right, that's a negative line, so we're good there. All right. All right, the weekly's done. Cool. Go to the daily. I'm going to go back. I don't want to do years. Let's do custom. Actually, no. I want to do daily. Oh, there we go. Can I do 2 months? I guess I'll just do it manually. I'll just do all the threes on this here. This is a glitch, so I would not draw a BF off of this candle. This thing is wild. Anyway. Daily. Copy. And then the low is here. Excuse me. This is the low. Did I forget the bottom of that 3 candle? It's a daily? Oh, there we go. That was weird. All right, that one's done. That bottom one's done. NVDA doesn't really go 3 on the daily, thankfully. Oh, I almost missed another one. Daily. Is my Thinkorswim about to explode? Too many lines that it doesn't even want to bring up my properties? That's annoying. I guess I'll have to come back to it later. I'll finish up though. Yeah, I'll just have to come back later, probably when I'm not streaming. The system's probably getting overloaded. All right, cool. The broadening formations are done. It only took me like 20 minutes, almost 20 minutes, like 17 minutes. So I don't want to hear no excuses that you guys are not drawing your broadening formations. Yeah, I'll just have to come back to it later. Remember to save. Ooh, I don't want to go on demand. I don't want to do that. Let's go back to our live. I don't want to go to on demand. And of course, my Thinkorswim is imploding. There we go. All right, we're alive. Why are my candles messed up? Oh yeah, this thing is about to have a heart attack. All right, let me save my workspace. I hope I can save my workspace. Save workspace. Oh, I can't even save my workspace. All right, I'm gonna pray to the Thinkorswim gods that my Thinkorswim doesn't crash and it saves all the lines that I just finished spending drawing. Anyway, that's pretty much it for today. Appreciate you guys for coming out and having me go over your trades and seeing mine. Like I said, I'll probably try to do these once or twice a week, at least on YouTube. I do them more often in my own personal group. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Enjoy the rest of your night, and I will see you guys in the morning. Enjoy the rest of your night. Yeah, you can save your drawing sets as well. I just have it set to default where like all my drawings are based out of. So I just keep it there to keep it simple. I can't even do anything right now because it's just like, messing up. All right, what the heck? Oh, my computer is imploding. I have random colors on my screen. All right. Anyway, thank you guys for coming out, and I will see you on the internet. Peace. Can I even end this stream? Oh man, that's funny.